Well, good evening, everybody. We will stay with just this picture. It should suffice. Just the piece, right? The goal of coming here on the last Thursday of the month is for us to reset and refresh our minds on how to connect with ourselves again. Every time we get together, we refresh the strategies we talk about. Have we been meditating in the past 4 weeks? Because it's been 4 weeks since we've been together. And we find ourselves not there. The whole month went by, and maybe we didn't find time to sit with ourselves, to find a little corner. Last time we were together, we talked about freeze frame. Don't know if you remember. Imagine something that did very well with you, an emotion, a memory that was something very dear to your heart. Use that memory, use that emotion for when you're going through struggles. Bring it back to your awareness and say, oh, that is something so good that happened that I'm going to feel that emotion right here again. So I want to start with that, because I need to reset that same place, because we're going to need that wonderful place again today. If you were here last time, you will know what I'm talking about. If you're not, I'm just going to do a quick recap of that. We're going to do a little deep breath here. We're not meditating yet. It's just a prep. We're going to go into our happy moment. It could be something that happened when you were a child, when you were a teenager, when you were last week or 3 days ago. It doesn't matter. Go to that place that you felt that it was perfect. Everything was just right. The weather was right. The people that were with you was right. Your body felt good. Everything was perfect. You could have saved that. You could have paused that moment forever. Okay, let's go there. Deep breath in. Just feel your heart happy, because this is such a perfect moment. We'll never forget this moment. Bring this moment to your heart, on your chest, a little bit to the left, and just breathe into the heart the warmth of that moment. This is my happy moment. May the guardian angel of each one of us, the spirits that watch over us, that watch over our center, shower us with the blessings of this moment, the happy moment that is ours to keep. We keep breathing and expanding the heart. We're going to keep that memory very close to us. Softly open your eyes. Isn't that a much happier place? Happier to start. The reason I wanted to do this before we got started is just to remind us, everything kind of slows down when we go there. My voice I don't want to speak loud. I don't want to speak fast, because that happy moment requires us to go slower. The pace is, and that If we can remember that every time life is chaotic, we can go there. It took us not quite 2 minutes to go there. Such a powerful thing to do when anxiety takes over and you are late for work, late for an appointment, you have an interview coming up, you're meeting the person that you think is that person, whatever it is. That anxiety, 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, you can take yourself to that happy place and find the calmness that you deserve to be in this next special time of your life. Okay? We're gonna need this happy place again, because today we're gonna talk about offering to others what we have, these happy places that we have inside us. We are powerful healers. We all know that, right? We are all powerful healers. We have something in us that we can offer. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't require any physical effort. It doesn't even require a lot of thinking. You don't need a degree. It's your spiritual energy that offers somebody else your best. When I walked in here today, I got it. I got this embrace by somebody who I haven't seen in a long, long time. And was like, oh, that felt so good. We all have that. And sometimes we tend to budget that. How is that possible? We are counting pennies here. No. You can budget your harsh words. Think twice before you use them. Budget your thoughts that are not so good to have, but we are not gonna budget my favorite thing, a good hug. We're not gonna budget hugs. A hug can save a life. Researchers show us that 17 hugs a day can keep you away from depression. Just think about it. Depression. You can cure your depression, or don't get to go there if you get 17 hugs a day. I work with children, so I get more than my share. Because, kids, they love to give you hugs. If you work with adults and computers, you might have to walk a little further to get your hugs. But let's not budget our hugs. Just remember. And people that we see every day don't get as many hugs from us. Oh, I live with you. Yeah, I see you every day, so why will I hug you? I see you every day. Well, then when we go on vacation, we come back home, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister that you don't hug, then you hug because I haven't seen you in a while. We need to find a way to hug each other more often, even if we live together. That is like, if you have 2 brothers and a sister, that's 3 hugs already. Budgeting. Your mom and your dad, and 5 hugs before you even leave the house. We tend to be in a hurry and do, and we don't get things done. And again, culturally, we don't hug at work. Whoops. That's that thing, right? You have to respect your workspace, and how people look at hugs differently. A true hug that gives what the other person needs comes from this, I'll give you without expecting anything back. I'm hugging you just to hug you because your energy is good for me and my energy is good. It doesn't matter. It's just you are giving it. If the person is not ready to be hugged, you're going to respect that. But if the person is ready to hug, it's a win-win. Because you get what you need, the person gets what they need, And usually, when people know that you are okay with hugs, you get way more hugs. So just remember, be open. I take hugs very well. Just letting you guys know I love hugs. So
I use the excuse when the people are kind of cold. They say, "I'm just a crazy Brazilian."
yeah, there you go. That's a good way to do it. Yes, culturally we are that way. So we like to hug. Yeah, it does work. And we have to be. I understand some of the work environments that we work at is challenging to be that way. But there is always a chance, you're running late at the parking lot. That's a perfect chance, And sometimes you can hug without hugging. You can hug with a smile. A good smile feels like a hug. That when that person gives you that smile that really touches you, feels like a hug. And sometimes little kids, when you just do a little, at the grocery store when you are waiting at the cashier, and then this little kid is in front of you, and the baby that does this to you. Sometimes you don't want to touch the baby because you don't know how that family is about strangers touching the baby. So that is a hug. That is your way to be with that kid. So let's remember, we're not budgeting hugs. We are giving them because the more you give, the more they come back to you. Why I'm talking about this? This week, and I share with my friends our team that do the meditation series here, I saw this on social media, and I'm going to repeat the story that I heard because it touched me so strongly, and I said, I would love to talk about this. This guy is talking about the fact that he has a friend they're very close friends, and this friend was going through some very hard times, and she said, wow, I was going through some rough times and I went through this, and he's like, wait a minute, how come I did not get to know that? Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you reach out and I could be there for you? That was so tough what you went through. He said, I was mad because I felt betrayed. I am your friend and you did not reach out to me. What's the matter with you? I thought we were friends. And then she goes, I did. I reached out to you. No, you didn't. Yes, several times. Look at your text messages. And there was like, you want to come over? He's like, wait a minute. You want to come over sounds like what you tell me all the time. You want to come over? How is it different? How is it different that you need extra help? Hey, you doing anything? Can we get together? This is the limitation of text messages. We don't hear the tone of the voice. We don't see the eyes that are saying it. We don't see the body language of somebody who's texting us. The phone is a little better because if you know that person well, you can hear the tone behind the message. And he said, wow, I didn't pick up on that. But the fact is, when we are going through something very hard, we start putting ourselves in a place that I don't want to be asking for too much help. Maybe I'm bothering somebody, or we want the help, but we don't say it clearly.
Don't want to be a burden.
We don't want to be a burden, exactly. You don't want to be a burden, but by doing that, you steal from your friends a chance to be there for you. We all do that. Oh, no. They're busy, they're doing this, they're doing that. No, I'm just gonna I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. And research shows that in 8 minutes, you can help somebody go from the ground to standing up again. Let's qualify the help. Help the person decide to live instead of die. It can be that powerful. It can be decide to try again. Or I fell, and you help me get back to my chair. It could be help you think different thoughts. Mental health, we have those circular thinking moments, and we go, and we don't get out, and we don't know how to get out of it. So in 8 minutes, you can help somebody step out of that tough situation. The same way, those 8 minutes would work for you to be helped get out of those situations. Because that doesn't happen just to our friends. We are the friends of the friends. Like we think things happen to our neighbors, but the neighbor's neighbor is me. So we're all there. We're all in this together. So the 8-minute rule. So this guy says that he decided to have this code with his friend. From now on, when the other person is like down on the ground, really needing help, the text will say, do you have 8 minutes? So now it's a very different story here. We all, when my friend texts me, do you have 8 minutes? I know exactly what I need to do. Stop whatever you're doing, pick up the phone, I'm on my way, and just go. Because you know that person is not going to be saying, do you have 8 minutes, when she can handle it herself. We know who we are, right? You know your friends who are the ones who are super strong. And when that person say, do you have 8 minutes? You know you got to be there. So I thought it would be something that we could start using in our family. This could be a perfect code for you don't have to do 8 minutes. You can have a different code. But come up with something for your friends and family that will help you tell each other, I need an extra set of eyes on me today. I need a hug. I need more attention. And that can save lives. It can save a lot of hurt, a lot of trouble. And in doing so, we prepare ourselves for the time when we need those 8 minutes. And then you feel like, if she is okay calling me for those 8 minutes, I feel that it's okay for me to call her also for the 8 minutes. When Jesus says, come to me those who are suffering, how do we imagine Jesus when he says that? Come to me. And if we are sons of God, daughters of God, we are divine creation, that come can be in us too. Come to me, you that is in trouble now, because next minute it's me going towards you when I am in trouble. We keep on taking turns because this is the beauty of life. We don't all go together down and we don't all go together up. When somebody is doing great, then one comes down, the other one helps. If we were all cruising together, then we all go flat together. It's challenging. But we all have a friend or a family member that can support when the other one is not doing so well. And that's the dynamic that we go through life dealing with. So I just wanted to leave this here for us to try to use a code of some sort. I love this 8 minutes. It's so unique. It's nobody, when you say, do you have 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes, everybody uses that. But the 8 is like, something else is going on. And if you've had this conversation with your family member, with your friends, they would know. Okay, we're talking, this is our new code. So I thought it was worth bringing it here today. Because in mental health, when we're going through depression, when we're going through any struggles, we tend to feel that we are alone, and we are not. Everybody wants to help, but they don't know we need the help. So it's our job to bring that to the attention of the ones we love and care about. I want to go through a meditation that is gonna go through this 8-minute thing and this prep. But let me think. After we do that, I want to hear from you. We normally don't do it that way. After the meditation, we tend to keep the vibration and go to passes. But I need to hear your feedback from the 8-minute rule. Okay? Just don't worry about it. It will come to you. If you don't have anything to say, you don't have to. But this meditation is going to be you being the 8-minute person, the giver, the 8-minute giver person. Okay? And then I want to hear what you have to say about it. We're going to have fun.
Oh, did we go there? It was too fast. Okay.
Good thing I'm not the one doing that. Yeah. It's not my thing.
Okay, let's just do the music.
Inhale. Bring your hands down. I want to see this. Look. Let your arms go up. One more time. Now shake all your movements and just drop your arms. Shoulders are down. Get yourselves comfortable. Put your purses away. Close your eyes or look at this slide or look down towards the ground. This is our pause. The birds are chirping. Since humans came to be on Earth, the birds have always been here. And when the birds sing, they tell us it's safe to be out. Our primitive brain knows when the birds are singing, all is well. We find ourselves in nature, around the birds that sing and tell us that all is well. In our heart, we have some trouble we feel uneasy. It has to do with that one person have used my 8-minute attention. But I was too busy to offer. That person that is very important to me but I didn't show up. There are many reasons why I didn't show up. But still, I feel uneasy about it. But all is well. And I will walk in nature with birds telling me that I am safe, that all is well, that all will be okay. As I walk, I see it is spring. Beautiful flowers popping up all over the place. All colors, vibrant, delicate, with a softness that touches my heart. I walk and I feel safe. Being here recharges me. So many flowers. Some of them speak to me. They catch my eye and I can't stop looking at them. I get a little closer and just watch. The flowers stand tall, happy to dance when the wind blows. They make me smile. They make me think of a very happy moment of my life. The moment that makes my heart warm and happy. I wish I could live that moment forever. I wish other people could have moments like that. I also wish that that person that makes my heart uneasy right now could also have happy moments in her heart. The flowers dance as if telling me, I can help. I listen again. Yes, I can help you. I reached and came back, and I reach again. The flower invites me to touch it. Softly, it's now in my hands. One more. 3, 5, 8 flowers, so pretty together, dancing in my hands. They make my heart so warm, so happy. And the birds tell me, all is well. I walk around with my flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 beautiful flowers. I walk. They help me find light. I do see somebody in the distance. Somebody familiar. I get a little closer. The flowers are dancing happily in my hands. As I get a little closer, I can see. What a coincidence. I've been thinking about that person. I've been thinking about you. My heart was a little uneasy, but now my heart is hopeful. I walk a little closer. My eyes meet your eyes. I am sorry. I didn't show up when you really needed me. I can't go back in time and make a new beginning. But right now, I choose to create a new ending. The flowers are dancing as I hand them over to this person who is so dear to my heart. Our eyes still together. The embrace happens so naturally. So joyfully. We hug for 8 minutes. No words. Chest to chest. Belly to belly. And flowers dancing with us. The birds sing and tell us that all is well. This is what is now. Softly, we move slightly away from one another. Our eyes meet again. And we have an understanding. 8 minutes is all it takes. I smile and walk my way. We are both happy. My heart is happy. At peace. I walk back 1, 2, 3 steps, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps, 8 steps, until we meet again. I wish you well. I wish you joy. I wish you peace. May the love of God stay in your heart